We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chargers of San Diego taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys doing enough to stay in the conversation, 4-3 through 7 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And off we go from Denver.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. And a San Diego first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Complete here. It's high. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers
back to throw here. Herbert over the middle and caught by McConkey. From the 24 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A 7-yard gain.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Here's throw caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Chargers first down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
As larger been the air attack has gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Benson will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, San Diego.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing Nix.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Nix from the shotgun.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, they'll lose that position with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. From left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Benson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Herbert now. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Chargers.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, so for some reason it builds up. For this guy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Chargers 14.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Able to slither by.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey to about the 48-yard line. The Broncos sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the...
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
What play action? Here's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Chargers.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 5. And the San Diego first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
This one finds McConkey.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert off of play action. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Chargers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
That one complete to McConkey.
And a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick throw complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 3.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A gain on the play.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
San Diego.
Oronde Gadsden
From a yard out.
and the Chargers have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers. The Broncos take over 1st
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Nix to the air.
A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Goes 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Complete here, it's high. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First down, Chargers.
Here's Herbert. Man over the middle, and it's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Herbert throwing again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
San Diego.
From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Oh, a heck of a move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Nix from the shotgun. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a pickup of 6.
Nix to throw again.
And that one will fall incomplete. The clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To throw is Nix. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A 15-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And the San Diego first down. A gain of 14.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the 49ers. And for those wondering if CMC can still do it, you be the judge. A 55-yard touchdown run.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. And just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
They run over center with Benson.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
to throw. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Broncos
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For R.J. Harvey, incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Broncos first down.
On play action, here's Nix.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Looking to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
27-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Herbert back to the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Diego.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zone read. Here's Benson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45.
Another run here with Benson.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Brings up 3rd and
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now it's Herbert.
Open man, right side. That's McConkey.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And the San Diego first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Herbert now.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Yards. First down, Chargers.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Oronde Gadsden.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver's offense now set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mills.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this pass caught by Gray. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
A 4-yard gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Nix to the air.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Danny Gray.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Broncos will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Herbert.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Charger.
This is Brown going up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brown, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
On the give, it's Benson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To throw is Nix.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Finding Gray on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18. And the Broncos first down.
Nix from the shotgun.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Second and a couple.
To number 34. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the
Throwing Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Under pressure, down he goes. sacked at the 10. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Danny Gray
With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Chargers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
They'll go again with Benson.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chargers,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.